I'm Jillian. I'm the owner of Islay Terrace here in Hudson, Massachusetts. We're a shop featuring handmade goods, art, gifts, books, and yarn. I'm a fiber artist, photographer, yarn dyer, and spinner, and welcome to the Yellow Couch. This is a podcast that features what's happening at our shop, upcoming events, new products, book recommendations. So if that all sounds good to you, stick around. If you're wondering about the namesake behind our shop, this is Islay, my 14-year-old Russian blue cat. I adopted her when she was just a tiny little baby, and I was a volunteer at the MSPCA in Boston. She doesn't stay at the shop, but she's at home, always kind of behind the scenes, doing all the things, especially when I'm yarn dyeing. She likes to watch the yarn swift. She's very sweet. For our first episode, what I wanted to chat with you a little bit about was the upcoming Greater Boston Yarn Crawl and the Shoppe Shawl, which is what I'm wearing today, even though it's about 1,000,000 degrees outside and super humid. It's fine. The Greater Boston Yarn Crawl takes place each year at the end of September. It's a 4-day event. It runs through September 25th to 28th this year. That's a Thursday to Sunday. It features 15 stores around the Greater Boston metro area, everywhere from all the way out here in Hudson to Needham, Chelmsford, Arlington, Boston itself, pretty much the whole Boston metro area. It's a really fun event. You get a passport, you get stamps for each place you visit, and at the end of the event, you turn in your passport and get a chance to win prize baskets, gift cards, so all sorts of fun things from the shops. During the crawl, stores host trunk shows, have fun events and specials. It's a really cool event and a good chance to visit a bunch of different yarn shops kind of all in one weekend. Ahead of the event every year, a crawl shawl pattern is released. It's a pattern that's always free leading up to the event. You can find it on Ravelry right now. I'll link that in the show notes. And if you use the code GBYC25 at checkout, you can get the pattern for free. The idea is that if you knit up your shawl before the event and then wear it during the crawl, you go to the stores and each store will have like a little prize for you, maybe a sticker, a piece of candy, something fun as a reward for wearing your shawl. So this year's pattern is the Shoppe Shawl. I'll show it to you. It's a pattern that I designed. It's inspired by candy canes and freshwater taffy, hence the name Candy Shop. It uses 2 contrasting colors. Basically uses 2 100-gram skeins of DK or worsted weight yarn. Kind of get it all on the screen here. It's a nice and easy pattern for new knitters, but it's also a lot of fun for experienced knitters because I think the best part of this pattern is really in the opportunity for creativity. Because it uses 2 colors, you can kind of experiment and play around with really different options. I knit this sample in the Junction Fiber Mill Making Tracks in the colorway Aurora Borealis, and I paired that with Quince & Co. Lark, which those are both a DK and a worsted weight yarn. I think what's really fun is that this is perfect for that marled, colorful mill yarn or the perfect hand-dyed yarn paired with a solid, because really the yarn does all the heavy lifting here. You can see how this color change works. It really is like a fun pattern, and because it's garter stitch, it's really squishy and it knits up very fast. The other really nice thing about this pattern is that you don't have to do it in colors if big colors are not your thing. It also works really well with 2 solids if you really like just kind of really neutral solid color, which I knit this one in both Quince & Co colors. So I put together a couple fun collections here, and I'm going to show you some color options that I think would be really fun. So what we have here, put together, this is Lark & Co with the Junction Fiber Mill Making Tracks. I think these would be a really nice pairing. I've seen a lot of people using the Malabrigo Rios for this, and I think that's really fun. Like Malabrigo is like a really good option for this. This is 2 different Malabrigo colors. I think this looks really nice together. And the other nice thing is because it uses just 2 skeins of 100-gram balls is that you have a lot of flexibility too with the price point here. These are Deluxe, University Yarn Deluxe worsted tweed, and these ones are $14 each, so you can easily make this shawl under $30. These are a nice tweedy color here. Here we have Milani's Stash paired with the Deluxe worsted. Milani is a local dyer to Hudson, Massachusetts, and she's actually going to be popping up with us during the yarn crawl. So for local fans of her yarn, you can come see her during the yarn crawl. She'll be here popping up with us. You can also make this as wild and fun as you would like it to be. Multa, which is a Spanish yarn. This would be really, really fun color combination. I really like these together. You can also go more subdued for a bit more of a fall vibe. Another fun making tracks combo with the quince. I really, really love this yarn. This is their Vermont Vice, which I think the colors in this are just fantastic. And another one of those like really pretty marled mill dyed in the wool kind of yarns is Feederbrook Farm. I think they would look really great with this. This is also paired with quince and coatlark, and these would look really nice together. So that is the Greater Boston Yarn Crawl shawl for this year. It is called the Candy Shop Shawl. It's available for free now until the end of the yarn crawl, which is September 28th. You can find it on Ravelry. Use the code GBYC25 at checkout. And there's also a companion crochet pattern for crocheters. It's called the Penny Candy Shawl. If you forget either of these patterns, you can also find them on the Yarn Crawl website. It's the Greater Boston Yarn Crawl. And I hope to see you at the Yarn Crawl. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll have another post eventually about what's happening at the Yarn Crawl, all of our events and fun things that we'll be doing in the shop for the Yarn Crawl. I wanted to share a little update on what I've been working on knitting currently. I've really been on a knitting roll this year. I set an extremely ambitious goal for myself this year to knit a sweater, a top, a shirt, some kind of upper garment every single month this year. And so far I've done it. We're in August and I'm in my August project right now, which is the Pressed Flowers cardigan by Amy Christophers. And I'm this far into it right now. This might slow down my pace a little bit because this is a slower project than some of the other projects that I've done so far this year. But it's really a really satisfying project. What I'm using for this is Primrose Yarn Company Homestead Sport, which I bought at New York Sheep and Wool last year. And I'm pairing it with the Brooklyn Tweed Loft in the colorway Storm Cloud. It's really, really delightful. I'm sad that Brooklyn Tweed has stopped producing yarn, but when I heard that, I went out and bought 4 sweater quantities. So this is one of the sweater quantities that I'm working through right now. I think possibly in next episode, I will tell you everything that I've knit so far this year, which will be really exciting because I'll get to pull it out and put it all together because I actually haven't seen it all stacked up together, and it's quite a lot. So anyway, that was today's episode. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for working any bumps in the road along with me. Just a little bit of housekeeping info. I'll be releasing new episodes every 2 weeks, and they'll probably be about 5 to 10 minutes long. I'll be updating you about shop things, events coming up in the shop, book recommendations, some things that I'm personally working on, my own knitting, my own dyeing and spinning. I'll try to keep things short and sweet. So if you enjoyed this, definitely like and subscribe. See you in 2 weeks.